You've been taught to shrink your dreams, to downplay your own needs, but I want you to hear me clearly. Wanting more is not selfish. And that's what we're going to talk about today. There's a moment in every journey when the heart is going to start to whisper, I want more than this. This is not good enough. Now, we don't say this to ourselves in a negative way. We don't try to be negative about the situation we're in. But that desire, that hunger to grow, to expand, to step forward is when your real self starts to show up. If you are satisfied with being stagnant in this world, then you are not living up to the potential inside of you ready to ignite. You need to realize that you are meant for more than where you are right now, wherever that is. If you are down on your luck, if you are feeling like things are going pretty well, there is still another level, hopefully a lot further in your future. But the reality is that oftentimes we have that guilt that starts to kick in, and we start to ask ourselves, who am I to want more? Shouldn't I just be grateful for what I have? Shouldn't I just be in alignment with where the universe has placed me? Isn't that selfish to want more? And it's not. The reality is that you were meant for more than you are allowing yourself in this moment. If you are watching this video, then you are realizing that there is another level that you just haven't found yet. Let me clarify. Wanting more is not selfish. It's actually sacred. It's that real desire, that true self, knowing that there's a little bit more than where you are right now. It's this lie that you've been telling yourself that where you are is just where you are, and that's all it's ever going to be. The lie of staying small. You've been conditioned to believe that your worth is tied to this sacrifice, and you can only give so much. But the reality is, the more you give, the more you serve, the more you disappear into someone else's needs, the less you're actually offering. The more you start to sink. You're never going to reach that outstanding greatness level if you're allowing yourself to live in the good life. And that's the lie. Because as much as you can offer anyone else in any other way, what do we tell ourselves when we look in that mirror and we feel empty? We feel hollow inside. What about your fire? What about your voice? What about your desires that allow you to grow into this person that can offer so much more than you could ever offer as this shell of a person that you are now? You were not put on this earth to just meet other people's needs. You were put on this earth to offer from the abundance that you have found in yourself. You were put here to create, to become, to live out that full expression of who you are. And when you step into that reality, that's when you start to really end up giving what people actually need, which is the best version of yourself that maybe they've been looking for, but just hasn't been there. Shrinking doesn't serve anyone. Being a servant to other people's needs is not helping them. It's enabling them. Playing small doesn't actually heal the world. Your shining, your fire is what will light up this world and start to change and impact the way this world works. It's not a sin. Wanting is not a flaw for craving something more than you have now. It's your inner compass saying, we're ready for more peace, more purpose, more clarity. The alignment is right there for the taking that you just haven't found yet because you're walking around in this darkness, this fog that you've created for yourself. And yes, maybe even more income, more freedom, more love, more energy, more. If you're not wanting more, then you are settling for where you have been placed. And you're going to start to sink into that hole, because when we allow ourselves to be at that good level, everything is good, everything's fine. We're really not living at that level that we could live and that the world would benefit from us living. It's not selfish, because the more we have, the more we are able to give. The more energy we have, the more we can expel. The more love we have for ourselves, the more we have to offer to other people. You have to flow Flow through that energy. Don't let the depletion define you. Allow that buildup of that fire, that flame, that passion become what you have to offer. The abundance that people cannot ignore because it is shooting out of every element of you. You can be grateful and want more at the same time. Now, you can serve others and still reclaim space for yourself. Still have that identity. In fact, that identity of only serving is not really serving. Taking care of oneself is the true alignment of what people will look at as a role model, a beacon of light and guidance. It's not either or. It's not, I can take care of them or myself. It's, I can take care of them and myself. And you're allowed to step into that. It does not have to be either or. The reason you feel stuck, it's because you've outgrown your current container. You are a plant trying to spread its roots, and you are staying in this little container, trying to reach up to the sky and show all that it can do without the capacity to do so, because you're not giving yourself that space. And instead of expanding, you are compressing and suppressing all that you could be. You've tried to make yourself fit into this outdated identity, the selfless one, the caregiver that gives so much. When do they have time for themselves? People are in awe of your greatness. But the reality is that you are crashing and burning every moment that you're not taking care of yourself. In fact, you're going to become less reliable because people are starting to wonder, at what point is it going to be too much? If they see that you're taking care of yourself, that you're growing, that you're expanding, then they know that your cup is full and you have more than enough to give. If you are feeling yourself as the always there for everyone else kind of person, people are going to start to question and look at that, and they might even start taking advantage of that. Without taking care of yourself, you have nothing else to give, and you need some help sometimes. But are you going to be the one who's supplementing everything that they're not doing for themselves by offering everything past what you're not doing for yourself? So now you're hearing the truth here. I want you to have more. I want you to desire more. I want you to hunger for more. And I want you to say it. I want more. And I'm ready to make space for it. And that doesn't mean that you're abandoning anyone. It actually means that you're finally choosing you. It's not selfish. That's responsible. Because a burned out version of you doesn't serve anyone. If you align with the desire, then you can align to life. Desire without alignment, it just leads to frustration. Desire with alignment, that's where this transformation truly begins. So let me ask you, what do you actually want right now? Now that is a powerful question. It is a question that is going to start to stir up something inside of you. And you're going to start to feel some things when you truly ask yourself, and I'm going to challenge you to even ask yourself in the mirror, what do you actually want right now? We're not talking about the little stuff. What do you really want out of life right now? Not what do you think is safe, not what does the world say that it needs, or what the world says is practical. What do you want? Do you want to feel more alive when you wake up? Do you want to be excited about the day? Do you want to stop losing yourself into other people's chaos and start to realize that your day and your life is defined by you? Do you want that ability to create a life that actually fits your heart and not just other people's agendas? That's why I built this 7-day identity reset. So you could ask better questions. The secret to asking better questions is to start to ask them and truly answer them from your heart, from yourself. Not what makes sense on paper, not what is something that someone else would want to hear me say. What is the truth? So you can listen to that version of yourself that's buried underneath all these shoulds and maybe even a little bit of the shame. If you want weekly support in the journey, it's what the Morning Care Club is for. so you can stay in alignment. No matter what the universe throws at you, you are allowed to want more and to do it with others. You're allowed to take up space. You're allowed to share the excitement. You're allowed to be you. You're allowed to build that life that lights you up, that fires you up from the inside. It's not just about motivation, it's about permission. This is that permission, because when you rise, you lift other people around you. And when you heal, you stop passing down the pain. And when you live fully, you give others permission to do the same. The world needs you to show up as your best self. The world needs you to reclaim the identity that has been hidden. Tap the link and start your 7-day identity reset, or join the Morning Care Club. We're here. And it's time to get grounded, to get clarity, and to align yourself with your soul. This is your time. This is your permission slip. Now go claim it. You got this. I'll see you next time. Today is going to be a great day. Just let it be a great day.